So my name is Shiloh Harris.
Alex Seguritan.
Leslie Harlan.
Mario Lopez.
My name is Matthew Arendeller.
I was injured in Iraq in 2007 by a roadside bomb, which covered my body in burns and scars.
May of 2016, I had an accident at home and I was burnt second, third degree burns over 40% of my body.
I got burned on December 8, 2013 in a house fire. I was burned over 77% of my body.
Got hit with an IED in Afghanistan in 2008.
Because being a burn survivor, it's definitely a whole nother world.
I was volunteering on the burn unit, and I was absolutely appalled to see so many people going home without the appropriate physical and occupational rehabilitative therapies, and much less the psychosocial counseling they so desperately needed. And when I looked into what was available here in the U.S. and in Texas, I was shocked to see that there was simply next to nothing. So I had to do something. It wasn't as if I had a choice. I had to do it.
The Moonlight Fund not only helps you interact socially, Celia will also provide you different organizations that might be able to help you in a certain area.
You know, my mom's been doing this since 1998, but we've been having retreats since early 2000s.
He said, hey, I really want you to come to one of these retreats. I want you to come to one of these retreats. And I wish I had done it sooner, because this experience has literally changed my life. I mean, it's just a wonderful experience, and I think it's an important part of the healing process.
Meeting other people with burns to learn not only for me to cope, but for how my caregiver, Randy, for what to expect.
These retreats really give an opportunity for burn survivors to come together and share their personal stories of tragedy and triumph. And I'm blessed to meet some of the most beautiful souls I've ever met in my life, because when you've lost so much of your identity, the only thing you have left to really work on is your inner self. And a lot of the people that I meet inspire me.
It's just an unbelievable experience, first of all, to come here, because not only are you learning, you're doing stuff and we're bonding, we're out, you know, riding horses together, and that's therapy. We get together every night. Last night we had a group and everybody shared.
The most beautiful thing is when new people come to each retreat, because there's always new people at each retreat, when you see our people just envelope them, you know, take care of them, and they're very keen to what they're going through, and they've been there. It might be 9-10 years out since my injury. You're going through it in a year. I understand that. And they just envelope them in love and caring, and they make them part of the family. And it's just so tight. I mean, I didn't even know how to describe it. I mean, they're just so tight, and I love that.
The guys that have been around for a while, we already have a tight-knit group. So whenever we meet up and we see a burn patient, we kind of notice they're real shy. They're afraid of approaching us because they're not too sure yet of having, you know, trust issues. And the first thing is just convincing them that, you know, you can trust us. And it just all begins from there. And then we just start relating stories and talking, and then sooner or later, they tend to just relax. And then the next thing you know, we're all hanging out, and then their true story comes out, and then we finally figure out, you know, their story and how we can relate and then help each other.
Going to a retreat and meeting with people from all walks of life, not only the military, it made me just relax and be okay to talk about being scared, and you know, remember those moments where you just hated the world because of trying to learn to accept what happened, and it made me appreciate the power of shared experiences. And so if it wasn't for these retreats, I don't think I would have been able to start the true emotional healing. It's so powerful to meet other people that and other families who have gone through what you have gone through, and it really helped with my teenagers to understand there are other kids just like them who had a loved one, their father, their mother, get hurt and get burned, and still are moving on and trying to live the best life possible.
I see my people becoming like family, and not just the burn survivors, it's the caregivers, the wives, the husbands, the parents. They form a bond that is so special here, and the children form a bond because they're all children of burn survivors. They have that common denominator among them. They've all lived through this. And as you see them come back for more retreats, you see them come together. Once again, it's like family, even better than family. It's like best friends.
And here, it doesn't matter how badly burnt you are. You can look to your left and right. There's no way in this place that you can for 1 second feel sorry for yourself.
With the retreats, it's a different experience, every one that I've been to, because we're always meeting new burn patients. And what I loved about it is when I first got into it, I met older burn patients, and I've learned a lot from them on what to expect, what to do, other cares I can do for my body.
We came upon Silver Spur Ranch a little over a year ago. The other venue that we were using had been sold, and so we needed a new venue, and this was literally in our backyard, and we didn't know about it. And I had several meetings with them because it's very important to us that when we're going to bring our people to a destination and a venue, that it's a good fit and that our people are well cared for and understood. So I had several meetings with them going over, you know, just how graphic some of these injuries are and how traumatic and some of the PTSD issues we deal with. I mean, there's a lot of things that go on that you don't necessarily see, that we need to make sure we're all tapped into. And these people were just so loving and wrapped their arms around us. It's a family-owned ranch, and they absolutely love our people. The wranglers remember everybody's name. The cooks remember everybody's name. They know who likes grilled cheese at midnight. It's just so wonderful. It's like family. And all of our attendees, myself, and all of our Moonlight Fund folks, we just feel like it's coming home. We just feel like we're coming home a few times a year, and we're all getting together, kind of like a family reunion.
And that's what I loved about it. It's just, as soon as you hear the retreats coming up, it's like, all right, you know, it's not a retreat. It's more of a, all right, let's meet up with all the boys and you know, and have fun.
The horseback riding we have at our retreats gives the burn survivor the opportunity to be out in nature, to disconnect from all of the trouble they have at home, and to enjoy themselves with their family.
It's really important to us at the Moonlight Fund in our retreats that we always have a large portion of animals. We feel animals are extraordinarily therapeutic, and that we also have nature, and we have just good clean air and views for miles and things that allow for peace. You know, we have to give these people a bit of peace in these 4 days we have, and it's only 4 days every couple months. But if those 4 days can be enough to sustain them for those couple months and get through everything else they have to go through, those 4 days are magical.
Coming out here and just being in nature and around horses and yeah, there's Wi-Fi, but you know, we try not to let the kids know, at least for a couple of days, you know. They come out and it gives everybody a chance to just unplug, unwind, and get in touch with Mother Earth. I love it. I don't think there's a better experience.
I can't thank the Moonlight Fund enough for giving me this outlet. It truly has touched my heart. It's going to be something that I want to be a part of for the rest of my life, because it makes me grateful to so many people and to so many things, and I truly am blessed to have met Celia and Hillary and be part of this. So thank you, Celia. Thank you, Hillary.
I love that. I could call any one of these people on any day and they'd do anything for me. And they can call me on any day and I'd do anything for them.
Everybody here has just, I mean, it's like a new family. I mean, it really, and I know that sounds kind of corny, but it really isn't. I mean, it's just in 4 days, it's this whole brother and sisterhood of being burnt. What we have in common is pain and something that can, it can tear your life apart. It can tear families apart because it's just difficult to deal with.
The bonds that I have formed here, I absolutely believe are lifelong. A lot of the attendees that we have at these retreats, they continue to come back because here at the Moonlight Fund retreats, it's as if we're all a family and we all can't wait to see each other again and build new memories.
It's very important that you come out here. It's an important part of that healing process. It also puts you around people that know what you've been going through. I believe that it is very important to have body, mind, and spirit. All three. I had the physical recovery, I had the emotional recovery, and now I'm doing that spiritual recovery to bring it all full compass. If you got some money to donate, donate it. Help this organization out. If you're a burn survivor out there watching this, get involved. Look up Moonlight Fund on the website. Google it. Find out how to get out here on one of these retreats and experience the difference that it's going to make in your life. God bless you.